everyone, it's KCT. Welcome to my channel if you are new, and welcome back if you are not. Today I have a bit of a different video due to some recent events on YouTube. It's a situation I've wanted to talk about a little bit, but not something that I feel it's personally my place to talk about, as it's not something that personally affects me. But today we're going to be making the host bodies of different YouTubers that have dissociative identity disorder. And this ties into the recent situation. So I'm going to be starting with DissociaDID, and every channel that I will be talking about in this video or making in this video will be linked below. Obviously, this is not every single alter. This is just going to be the host body, and not even necessarily the host, because different alters often won't identify with the body that they're in. But anyways, the situation, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, is there was recently a video by a certain YouTuber who claimed to have dissociative identity disorder. And I'm not here to say or to comment on whether or not said YouTuber actually has dissociative identity disorder. I don't think that's, I'm not a doctor. I don't think that's anyone's place really. But that being said, said YouTuber approached this topic with a lot of misinformation and very harmful speech and discussion surrounding it, and also has a very large audience and a very large fan base who may not educate themselves on this topic. But it is very important, and that's why I've decided to, I'm a very small YouTuber. I don't really have a lot of reach, but I think any kind of positivity that we can put towards bringing more attention to dissociative identity disorder, and I think that that does start with bringing more attention to the YouTubers actually talking about it and people who have firsthand experience and firsthand knowledge. I'll also be leaving a few links down below. I believe his name is Anthony Padilla. He did a really great interview type video with a bunch of people who have dissociative identity disorder, and they kind of talked about their experiences. It was a very good video. And then this other YouTuber who I just found, I don't remember her name, but it will be in the description, and I'll probably put it across the screen. She also did a really great video kind of reacting to another video by this same YouTuber who originally made this kind of problematic video. But it's just, there's a lot of tropes surrounding dissociative identity disorder that are very harmful to everyone, really, to people with DID, to people who don't know very much about DID, and it's important not to feed into those stereotypes because they're just not fact and they're very harmful. But when bigger YouTubers talk about things that maybe they're misinformed about or don't fully understand, they portray misinformation and stereotypes to a very large and impressionable audience. Also, if somebody's ever actually looking up DID, this YouTuber will probably be some of the first to come up in their search history because this person has such a big audience. So it's important to celebrate those YouTubers who are more knowledgeable about this, even if they have a smaller audience, which is why I decided to make just a few of them. And I don't personally watch all of these. I watch a lot of DissociaDID and a little bit of Piñata. The Piñata System, I believe, is what they're called. And they approach things very scientifically and then obviously include their personal experiences. But I think I made 5 of the channels in The Sims, just to kind of give people a starting place if they're looking to get more information. Obviously, there are more YouTubers who discuss DID, But these were kind of the main ones that I found. But of course, if you find others or you have a different YouTuber you really like, definitely recommend them in the comments. I'm definitely looking to educate myself more and to get more information always. I think it's important to educate yourself on things that you don't necessarily know very much about, especially when they're common disorders. Like, I think Dissociative was talking about dissociative identity disorder with Anthony Padilla, and I believe it was Nin who was fronting, and she was talking about how having dissociative identity disorder is kind of as common as people with red hair. It affects, I think, 1 to 3% of the population, but obviously red hair is like a visible trait, whereas dissociative identity disorder isn't, so it's less understood. Anyways, we're approaching the end of the video. Again, there's a bunch of links down below that I'll include to each of these YouTubers' channels, as well as some helpful videos that I personally have found discussing the situation. Please don't give any attention to the original big YouTuber, because really that's what I believe this person is looking for. Just the way that the video was approached wasn't from a perspective of educating people and helping people. But I mean, it might have been. But again, if you're struggling and you're not sure if you have DID, obviously check out some of these more credible sources and go see a doctor. They're going to be your best bet in getting help and getting diagnosed. That's it for me. Peace out, everyone, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.